Alright, so while the videos are uploading, um, I saw this match and it had no commentary on it, so I decided, why not do a little analysis video on it. And it's James versus Jalen. It was kind of a close set. Spoiler alerts, Jalen did lose 2-1, but let's just see how he does in this first game. So, right off the bat, James, well, this is very James specific. Not really, I don't know if many Sheik players do this, but they'll throw out a needle just to get 3%, little poke. But Jalen goes for the bomb immediately, which is good. You want to have something in your hand as Link, just so you can have a little bit of a threat of space. Oh, James smile. Smug as hell, getting that 3%. Anyways, let's just keep going. So, immediately, Jalen jumped. James thinking he might have thrown it at that position, because Link was here. James thinking, oh, he might throw the bomb, but he doesn't, and instead he throws it this way. So it's kind of a mind game thing, I guess, or it was just on James' part predicting that, okay, Jalen will throw it here, but he gets the wrong call. So instead of shielding here, he could have just gone straight and punished Jalen for throwing that bomb. So let's see what happens next. And James jumps out of his shield and gets hit. I think that might have been slow reaction or missed inputs. He didn't see the situation clearly enough. Because if we just go back a little bit. And then, yeah, just that one moment. He jumps out of shield, and I don't know why he jumps out of shield. He's just threw the bomb and gets hit by it. See how Jalen follows up. Throwing a boomerang, getting space. Nice. What? He didn't. Okay, so let's see where James was. Okay. So, next frame. Alright, Jalen's on platform. James is here. Jalen's here. Sheik, he already jumped once. So he can double jump in fair. He can probably cover about this much space. I don't think he has to worry because the platform... Which way is the platform moving? Well, he can wave lands it, which is even nicer. Platform is moving the opposite way. So Jalen has way more time to pull a bomb here. Because James already double jumps from here to here. Sheik has poor mobility with her aerials, so she fares. I think the farthest she can get is like right here. So pulling a bomb here would be safe. And it's just an awareness of space, especially with the platform moving this way. Alright, so if he pull a bomb, had he pull a bomb here, he would not have to do what he was going to do next, which was jump in the air, pull a bomb. Because James is shielding already. I don't know why he's shielding. He probably thought he was going to come down and do something. But let's see what happens. He grabs the bomb. The lag of grabbing the bomb causes him to get hit by James. Let's see what he does next. Throws it, knowing that James might come in. Yeah, let's go back to that. So yeah, here. So see right here, Jalen jumps. Doesn't really need to. He didn't even throw a fair out, so he's running in. Shields. I have no clue why he shields. He's already in the air. There's no reason to shield. He's still pulling out the bomb in that animation. He has enough time to not... he could have just up-aired. So if we just keep going, he gets hit. I'm not sure if he could have thrown the bomb at this second, at this point. So we'll just keep going. Alright, so... Here we go. He lands. He's already going in. Jalen's like, alright, it's a pre-bomb. This is a pretty bad area for James to be in when he has a bomb, because he can just throw it about this much. You can cover that much space with bomb. If he throws it here and James shields, the bomb will just the bomb will actually just go up, bounce, and Jalen will be here. It's not really much James can do. He can just wave dash out a shield. I'm not sure about the landing lag on this, so let's look at that. Oh, he throws it. Shield would have been nice. Jalen gets a free setup from that, which goes into a nair. He opts for an up tilt. Here, let's look back at that again. Okay, so nice nair. What does he go for now? L cancels. Goes for an up air, or up tilt, I should say. Just in time, barely. So that is very nitpicky. Had he known if he was going to shield, he could have just grabbed. And that's a mix-up. That's just how it goes. You can either do an up tilt and attack, or he can just grab. And it's a 50-50 kind of thing, but it's very nitpicky because that shield barely made it. And then James gets an appropriate punish here by grabbing him. Nice TIOA. Wow, okay. That was a bit weird. So, if we look back at that again. Jalen grabs ledge for free. What James could have done. Alright. So, James is kind of wasting his time here. Let me back that up a thing. Okay. You'll see why. Had he just done his little short hop right here. So, do a little short hop and needle immediately. Would have gone like that. And it would have hit Jalen. And he would have got a better edge guard out of it. Instead, he doesn't really do anything. He just waits. He wave dash back and waits. Let him get back on for free. Then he tries to do the needle here. It's kind of too late now. Oh, he charges the needle. Alright, so he's just charging and chilling. Jalen gets up. I don't know why. He probably predicts that Jalen is going to go up a little bit sooner, but he just kind of chills there and waits. And you'll see that throughout the match. Jalen likes to wait a little bit on ledge, which is pretty good some of the time. And he jumps up, throws out a nair. James is just standing there. Gets hit. And let's see what happens next. Up tilt clinks. Jalen running away, which is really nice because I don't think he wants to be in that position. Does a little back air to cover whatever James was going to do. Either it be a dash attack or a just run up grab. And he does it again. Nice. Barely avoiding the dash attack. He's really good at that. Let's see how he does that actually. So, go in. James just got hit by an up smash. Jalen's getting ready. Throws the bomb to cover some space. So, that's pretty good. Covers the aerial space. Jumps in. James goes back, dash back in. Trying to do a little feint with that dash back a little bit. Jalen immediately just like, okay, I'm just going to run. And it barely misses. Holy moly. And he does a fade back nair, which hits. And that's awesome. It seems like Jalen knew it was coming. And how does he what does he do next? James rolls. Let's get away from the next attack. It seems like Jalen does an attack every time he does a nair. So let's see. Nice nair out of shields. Good punish by Jalen. He's occupying space with arrows. Pretty good. just gets a kill. Probably bad DI in James. Alright, so it's kind of a bad spot for James. Throws out a bear. Jalen does not need a roll, because that is a really, really bad bear. Go back. Okay. Yeah. That's a really bad bear. Jalen could have just shielded and just grabbed. Again, avoiding the dash attack while throwing a boomerang, but the boomerang, he threw the boomerang too close to the end leg, he gets punished by it. Let's see. Nice DIY. What did he try to opt for there? In that position. Okay. So let's see. Tech chase. Misses the down tilt. Let's see what he follows up with, which was the F smash. The roll's pretty slow, so James is like, I already got time for this stuff. Oh, he goes for an up tilt. I'm not sure if jab would have been faster, especially at that close of a range, because James was right here. Your roll is pretty slow. Link's roll is pretty slow, as we just saw. Up tilt starts here and goes this way, so I'm not sure if the jab would have been faster than an up tilt. That would have stopped whatever James was going to do with that sword disjoint, or it might have clinked. And yeah, he was at 100%, so that was probably, he was DIing inwards, and that's how James got the fair. Aiding aerial glide toss, pretty nice. Get back on stage, tethers. That was pretty ambiguous. He gets up to do his little get up attack, and they just kind of stare at each other's faces for a while. Why though? That's awkward. No, whoops. That's bullshit. Okay. So Jalen opted for a grab. Nair coming out really, really fast, and that grapple hook is not that great. So let's watch that again. Alright. So he gets him with a get up attack. Now they're just sort of waiting here. James goes directly in and shields. Probably expecting a up tilt or an up smash, because Jalen has been doing that. But Jalen shields also, probably expecting a dash attack. And this is just kind of a little stare down and Nair out of shield just beats it. That's just, it's pretty interesting how that works. They both thought that the other person was going to do a different option, and that's the result you get. It's just a stare down. And throws boomerang to cover space. So he doesn't need to approach, especially if Sheik's on platform. They will, especially, he has needle charged up, and knowing Jalen, well, James knowing Jalen, he'll probably go in. Jalen's the type of person who doesn't, sometimes he will camp, but he doesn't do it enough with his projectiles. He was doing a good job of it earlier, but at this point, if Sheik is on platform and you're down here, it's a majority of the time he will throw his needles down. Always. Like, not always, but a majority of the time. And what Jalen could have done was just throw his boomerang up there, or just jump, throw an arrow up there, get James off the platform, because he likes it up there. That's just, I think that's just general Sheik stuff. But last time I played a Sheik, that was at Smash and Splash, and I don't know. James is a Lucario killer, and that Sheik was pretty even with him in diddles. But anyways, I'm on a tangent. So back to James and just regular Sheik stuff. If they're on platform, they'll most likely throw the needle, and especially if you're at this distance. All right, so let's keep going. Yeah, exactly. He's needle camping right now. So he throws his boomerang. maybe he messes up the angle because I know he can throw it up to the platform. Grabs a bomb. Tries to throw the bomb, but the needles just get him because this platform right here is moving to the right. And it blows himself up. So he did do a good job at trying to get James off platform. Yeah, there's Neo camping again. Nice nair. See, this is what he should be doing. He's doing a good job of it. It's just occupying space in the air. It was a nice cross-up. Actually, it was actually really good. So let's go back and see it. So, there. You'll see him going this way. And then you'll see him going like this. Covering some space in the air. Like this. Here, let's just show it. Let's just see it. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So fades away, yep, goes diagonal. Dash attacks, get punished for it. Okay, so never mind that part. Jumps, so he jumps diagonally, throw a boomerang. Boomerang goes at a weird angle to go this way. And then, let's see what happens next. Jalen follows up with a nair. Okay. I thought he did something really complex there. But he's... Right there, that was kind of bad because he was being redundant with his space control. Here, I'll show you. Okay. So, the boomerang is already occupying this space right here. Because it's going to come back. And when he does his nair... he's already occupying this space and this space. It's kind of a cross-up, but it's kind of redundant. You want to cover options. And right now you're only kind of covering one spot. He could have just not nared. Boomerang would have went down here. He could have been down here to do like an up smash or something when James is going down. So instead of following up with a nair, had he just gone this way, Boomerang would have gone this way, done an up smash, he would have covered this much space. So there, so he would covered about this much. Had he done that option instead of just nair, instead of just covering just this small point. And he gets punished by it because both things missed. Meets a roll. Bad fair. Yep, covers. No, doesn't need to go in. Goes for the cheese. No. What do you could have done a little better? Let's see. Okay, James can't really edge that. Did I pass it already? Yeah, I did already. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. Nope. What the heck is it? Alright, so he goes for the cheese. Okay, finally got the spot. Alright. So here he throws the boomerang. James shields immediately. He jumps. But for this to be kind of safe, if he's opting for the grab, he tries to sync it up with his boomerang, but it fails. And it goes to that same thing. He's only going for this spot. The timing of the boomerang doesn't really cover much, except for this point in time to make for this grab. Typically what you can do, and I did this with Tink and Brawl, is you can throw your boomerang somewhere. I would have thrown it here. If you throw it here and you run past them to cross them up this way, and done a pivot grab, so you've done a pivot grab to this spot, your boomerang will be coming this way to cover whatever James will do for the next, I don't know, for the upcoming few seconds. So I can see why James would be hesitant to go edge guard him, because that up B is pretty good against Shake. Alright, yeah, James messes up there. Yep. Trying to cover space. James can't get down. Looking like Marth. Bad, really bad boomerang. Let's see where James was. Okay, so he's about to boomerang. Shields because he thinks James is gonna drop down drop down bear. But typically Sheiks will do that. It's kind of safe if he spaces as well, or just well, he has a grapple hook, so we can probably just grab him out of it. So that would have been a bad idea for James to do a bear, because he would have got a punish. So James like, all right, he didn't bear. Let's try to occupy some space with a boomerang. He jumps in when James is right here. Well, right here. He's going to be here in a second. Okay, let's look frame by frame. Yeah, he's going to be here already. He's already throwing his boomerang. And James is Sheik. Sheik can cover a lot of ground really quickly with either a dash attack. His boomerang's going to probably come out this way with... So... It's like throwing a Falco laser really close. Yeah. And James just immediately shields the boomerang. Really nice by him. And punishes. Had Dalen just not jump in and boomerang, which you shouldn't do, especially if you're half the stage. If you're half the stage and your opponent's on this side of the stage, just, you don't have to, you can just jump back boomerang. You don't have to go in. Your boomerang is meant for a zoning tool, and not really, you can possibly get an approach with it if it lands, and yeah, that goes into grab, but it's not really worth the risk. Unless you really, really know that your opponent will get hit by it. But James knew better and just shields. The MATC Den cheese. Alright, so it's pretty good. Yep. First off, James should be SDIing the crap out of those up smashes. Let's go back to one. Okay. So frame by frame. Here, he's not SDIing. Because look at him, he's just going, okay, back down. He's going out and away. But he's already getting that hit. Maybe he's SDIing. No, he's not. So I'm pretty sure you can get out of it had he just gone that way. Yeah, that was good. So let's see what he did differently there. Let's see how he got out of that one. Okay. So Jalen covering some space where Sheik is going to fall. Oh. Yeah. So that's what he should have done with the other up smashes, but he's also at a high percentage, so it's a little bit easier. And it's nice. Gets out of it. Shields. And they roll. Okay. Yep. Walling him out with those jabs. And that cheese. Alright. So here is where Jalen kind of messes up. I don't know why he makes the change. He decides to go Falco. And I'm pretty dang positive this Falco is not good enough to beat James's Sheik. It's like when I went to Captain Falcon in that first. He doesn't have the. I'm pretty sure Jalen does not have the grasp of PM Falco. He doesn't utilize his tech, like the PM specific tech of Falco. And I don't think I'm really great at commentating what a Falco should do. The only Falco I really see is Matt, and I don't think it would be worth analyzing this because he should not have gone Falco. Especially if he's not utilizing the PM tech. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this. I just want to see what that result was. Yeah. 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 Okay, that was ugly. It was, yeah, 3 stock, yep. Of course. Alright, so he'll probably go back to Link. Just cheat ahead. Let's see. Just stick with Link. Just stick with the Link. You can zone him out. Okay, what is he doing? Doing his whatever shenanigans. Did he? No. Well, stop. Okay. So
you got Jace, Carmen, contemplating who he should play as.
All right, so we got some commentary.
I don't like the Toon Link counterpick. I don't know who he was picking, but Toon Link is not it.
Yeah.
I heard he's got a
Exactly. Thank you, Dan.
He's got a what's it called? He loses by 2 against.
Yep. All right. So I lower the volume a bit. So here. Immediately, he's doing pretty all right. But why is he charged up B? He's doing a little bit better with his projectiles. Nice. See, why doesn't he do that with his with regular Link? So remember when he did that boomerang in the middle of stage? This is him fading away with the boomerang, giving him enough space for it to actually do something and for him to be safe. And does a dash attack, thinking maybe the boomerang will land, but the boomerang was so far that James was like, alright, I'll just shield it. So maybe you should have just gone for a grab. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. No reason not be there. He's in the air. Let's go back and see it. Here we go. Alright. So he jumps. He's already charging. He probably thought, oh, James is going to go in on the ground. No. James is probably at this point afraid of whatever Tink has on the ground because of the disjoints that he has. He's been jabbed a lot. He's been up smashed a lot as regular Link, and it's kind of having the same effect as Toon Link. So James is making good decisions by going in the air some of the time, because Jalen at this distance will probably not pull any items such as a bomb or a boomerang or an arrow because of how close they are, and he just gets punished. He tries to do it again. What is this man doing? And he just gets comboed. No. He should have just wave dashed out of shields at this point. So let's just keep going. Nice ledge dash, but here we go. Gets faired or back air. Back air. It's a crop. It's right behind him. Yep. So typically Sheiks will throw out an aerial, and then they'll do like a tilt or 2 jabs or a jab after their aerial. So it's pretty nice to hold shield down for at least the second hit, and then you can do whatever you want. Well, let's see what he does. Rolls. So how do you not roll and just wave dash? Because it's kind of, or you could have just jumped out of shield. James was still in the tilt animation, and he would have been fine. Nice, occupying space with the bombs.
Jalen, he's being a little super aggressive right now.
Does up you again. I hope he sees this and be like, man, I did too many uppies. You don't have to go in all the time. You're Tink. You're Tink. You don't have to go in. You just camp them out. Just beat them with your projectiles, especially on a small stage like this. That you picked. Why? I don't know. This is actually a pretty bad stage. Especially against Sheik. Sheik's fast. You don't want her getting on you. You want to camp as Tink. You want to throw projectiles, rack up that percentage. You know, then you can get the kill. That's kind of Tink's neutral. But you're just playing really aggressive. That you really don't need to be. Your tools are for zoning. You have to think of what your character's kit has. Nice. Alright. So yeah, like that. Fade away boomerang. If you're gonna go in, do a fade away boomerang. Or Zaire. Gets grabbed. Being too aggressive.
Oh.
James Mississippi the up air. No. Definitely not, so let's go back and see that. Okay, nice DIing away. Oh. Alright. Why? Sheik is on platform. She can throw, she covers this much when on platform. Diagonal. You don't want, you could have just straight jump, throw an arrow, throw a bomb, or throw a boomerang. There are also times where if you're standing right here, you can throw the boomerang this way, wait for James to throw his needle, cross him up to get here. He'll probably throw out a bear or something, but that boomerang will come up, will come back this way. So whatever option he has on the platform, it will cover the area that goes this way. So if you just hold shield here, that boomerang will eventually come back and cover what options it will limit his options, I should say, not cover what he has on platform. That's granted if he stays on, if he does not stay on platform. Okay, nice fight away with up B, but messes up there. Gets punched with that there.
He's extremely solid. And that's probably the best quality you can get out of the Sheik.
See, that was a good use of what boomerang does. He was covering here and doing an up air to kind of cover a diagonal with the hitbox because he drifts with this up air. Leaving this space open. He hits Sheik in shield, and he limited James's options. You know, that's what Tink is. He controls areas.
He's one of the most basic characters in all of
and he kind of does it again with everything there.
She's the Mario of competitive play.
James is just being patient though. He knows that you're going to go in.
Jalen is at a disadvantage because he's at a small stage.
Thank you, Dan. He is on a small stage. I don't know why he picked this.
As Toon Link against Sheik, where Sheik all Sheik needs to do is set up a first grab. It is 1-1.
Not really set up or grab. It's a small stage. You can throw it at whatever.
Good. Well, I wasn't looking to get that first game.
Yeah. James is just playing patient game. He's just waiting. That's all. Yep. He didn't go in. He was like, Jalen will come to me eventually. And he's also waiting for that platform.
Alright.
Because you go in. You went in again.
Ah, fair. It's always the fair.
And this is kind of where James beats me. I always want to go in. And Chica's a character that is a wall character that keeps you out. Tink is not a wall breaker. I think I got that right. He's a zoning character again. I know I'm like being redundant with what I'm saying, but that's his kit. That's what he does.
I like the needles. You didn't jump right away though. Right. Yo, look at this. For Smash and Manny for the challenge. Give me this.
See, okay, that up B landed, but it didn't do anything. So all the other up Bs that you were doing were probably not going to really do much.
For challenge.
Got you in the corner. Okay, see, that's nice. You're spacing him out with what you have. You're running away and throwing aerials. Not aerials, but throwing items. That's what you should be doing. But you can't really do it because you're on this small stage. Probably a good stage for you would probably be something really spacious. Delfino's Secret might be really well, but it has a lot of platforms, and this is against Sheik. So maybe something like Final Destination, I would recommend. Unless you like platforms a lot, but I'm pretty sure PS2 would be really nice. Not Battlefield, because then unless you place bombs on the floor, but you don't really have that much time to do so. So FD would probably be a good pick for you. I'm not sure if he banned it, but yes, I would definitely go to either FD or PS2. Maybe Delfinos. Maybe. Dreamland. Maybe. It's just somewhere with a lot of space in two platforms. Not FD. No, I mean not FD. I mean not Fountain of Dreams. Screw that place. No. You're already at your last stock.
Oh, you mean different background? Yeah, I just put that down. Yeah, you put that down.
And
I did. It's one girl. It's Ram and then Ram.
That style points. Okay. Yeah. GG's. So hopefully the VODs will be uploaded. I'm gonna upload this one right away. But yeah. It's your analysis, Jalen. It's your commentary. Stop being and stick with the character you're really good at, which is Tink and Link. But pick your stages wisely and know your character's kit.